Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Planning with Donna Smith Wilson. Guys, today I'm so excited. I just put up a bonus video. It wasn't very big, it wasn't very long. And so I'm probably going to put up another video tonight, and I'm looking for something. As per usual, here it is. But I wanted to share because y'all been hearing about this forever and a day, okay? So, I figured out my Cricut, okay? And I just wanted to share some stuff right quick. I made some breakfast stickers for one of my friends. I made some lunch stickers. And I made some tea stickers. You can probably figure out which friend it is just from the tea part. I thought they was all the same font. Anyway, I'm sure they'll be appreciated. And I made some January stickers. What I'm going to do, this was the sheet, okay? I had, excuse me, all black. And then, of course, the color stickers. So what I'm going to do is I'll have full sheets like this. Okay? There'll be full sheets. And there's going to be half January, half February. And there'll be black and then 2 rows of color for all the months. So what I'm going to do is my website's going to be up hopefully by the end of the month, because Tracy's going to work on it. I just got a text from my BFF, and he's off on the 16th, so I'm going to get with him on design, and he's going to get it set up, and then there'll be like a store in my website. I'll have my own website, and as far as I know, it's going to be through Canva right now, I think, unless he figures something else out. I did have my own domain name at one time, but I think that's went to the wayside. But I will let you know what the website is. Plus, it will be linked below in all videos. And I will be selling these sheets. And I'm thinking about setting them up as a digital download and printable. Okay, like you can print them yourself. Or I can print them for you, and I haven't made up my mind how much they're going to be a sheet. Maybe like $2 a sheet, which I think is super reasonable. So don't quote me on that, but these are really big sheets too. They're not tiny sheets. So they may even be like, I don't know, $3 a sheet, who knows. But then I'll have a regular size sheet like this with all the months. Half the sheet will be January, half will be February, March, April, so on and so forth. You'll have like a row of black, and then you'll have color on your months. And then I'm eventually going to do all the days of the week. And that'll be, all of those will be the same thing. It'll be half Monday, half Tuesday, black, and then color on all the days of the week. Here is the one I was playing around with earlier today. I love this. There's 2 January. There's 2 of every month on here, but they're the scripts of the months, which I love because, you know, I'm completely out of my stickers for the month. And then I made some great big circles just to see. Of course, you know, they're pink. And this had cut off on the bottom, so I just cut it off of another sheet and put it on here. So just a quick little DIY hack if you all haven't figured that out. If one of your black lines doesn't print for some reason, if you have another sheet laying around, take a black line from the other sheet, and I just literally put it down on top of there, and it printed just fine. And these printed, I got a sticker on me. These printed very nicely. I don't know if you can see that. I wanted it to be white around there, just because they're clear. So that's my whole thing. It doesn't really matter if they're clear stickers, if that's got a wide thing. Now, if you were printing on paper, you might not want your edge to be that big. So with that being said, I'm on my way. I'm getting there. Okay, I was just so excited, and I wanted to share with you guys because I know y'all been hearing about it since Hector was a pup. And let me tell you what, I was aggravated at my own self, so just so you know. So let's get on with the spread. This is for this week. If you hear thunder and lightning, I apologize. It's storming here. This is for this week, May the 2nd through the 8th, and this is going to be in my vertical vertical big happy planner. Super quick shot. All right, let's do this, shall we? Let me get my knife. I have had a good day. I was so ready for the weekend that it wasn't even funny. And guys, since I have bought these things here, let me just say that my life has changed drastically. Because one, I'm not aggravated about the stickers. And two, I can pre-plan, because I got several sheets. You got every different layout there is. And I can pre-plan, and the stuff doesn't stick. And I can have several things pre-planned and not have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm filming this one, and I've got 3 more spreads already pre-planned, ready to go. So as far as productivity and being able to feel like I'm getting ahead of the curve, I'm super excited about it, is all I'm going to say. Like when I say I'm super excited about it, guys, I have been so stressed out about trying to get ahead. It has been ridiculous. I just feel like where I was sick and stuff, I feel like it just weighed me down and aggravated me and so on and so forth. So the stickers that I chose, I'm trying to see how these are going to go. Does this go here? I think this goes right here. No. Actually, I think it goes down here. Okay. The stickers that I chose, let me share. I had a bunch. I used some stickers from Watercolor. I used stickers from Flower Power. I used stickers from Productivity, Glitter Paint, and Going Places. So I pulled some old books out, and I'm using up some of these stickers. And I just started seeing all of this pretty green that I love so much with the pink. You know, I love green and pink together. I mean, I really do. And so I thought, I'm just going to do a green and pink spread. Call it a day. I mean, you know, why not? So this says Dream Big. And I had pulled that sticker up is why it looks a little tattered and torn. But I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter. Just going to put these down just to give it some whimsy. Now this is going to go right here. I just think that really just makes that pop. And of course on this I put, but first, coffee. Trying to get them on there straight for you guys. So how's your week been, everybody? My week's been, actually, I spent the week recuperating and not really getting into anything other than my job. I managed to do a few chores, nothing drastic, like taking out the trash. I did a load of laundry, that type of thing. I really kept it super low key. I made up my mind that I'm going to get better because I'm tired of this. and it's going really well. So I feel like my house is not a mess. I've kept my dishes up, and you know, I vacuumed I think like one time, and now that I don't have a cat, that's not a big issue. And so I've really kept myself situated, in other words. So I'm really happy with that. And I feel like I'm finally getting there with all the stuff I want to get done. And it's just, you know, it's a lot. And I know that it's all on me. I'm the one that's like, I want to do this, 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 and this. But I do, because I've worked really hard, and I just want to be able to see that dream come true someday. And if I don't keep at it, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's not just going to fall out of the sky. So, anywho, ooh, thunder. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but nothing like a good thunderstorm. So this one, I know y'all gonna think, what are you doing? I put Choose to Shine, and I just turned it this way. I just got it going all kinds of different directions. And this chick right here, I just thought she looked cool. And underneath her name, it's got Be Brave. And I'm just putting her right up against there. And yay, her Be Brave is, and I don't care if that's cutting into her head, it's okay. And then put that right there. I guess I could have moved this up just a hair and a half. This stuff's not real bad to stick. It seems like as bad as when I had the wax paper. Yes, I know, I ripped that right in two. I should have just left it alone. But you know what? I wouldn't be me if I left it alone. And I can pull this up and put it right here. Positivity, right back where it was. And I can put that little leaf right back where it was. And look at there. Nobody's the wiser. I mean, I know there's a little mark right there, but whatever. And let's gently pull this up. And I just want to move this up a little bit because I think that is going to bug me. Just saying. Just move it up a hair. Try not to get it so crooked. But I've been trying to put reels up. I've been trying to post. I've been trying to put polls up. You know, staying in touch with you guys. There. Not nearly as bad. It's not like it's going right through the middle of her head. So there you go. So there's page 1. These things are worth their weight in gold. I cannot tell you. These have changed my life. They have really changed my life. I know y'all are probably laughing, but you know what? I don't care. I'm a happy girl. It has definitely changed my mood. I mean, that and being able to print stickers on my Cricut. Guys, it's a good week. Let's just celebrate, shall we? Oh, Donna had a victory. After all these failures, she finally had a victory. And I couldn't be happier if I was twins. God forbid. Put this down. That says top priority. You got this. Then we're going to put down one of these in-your-face pink florals right up against there. And then I'm going to put, so let's do some updates. I finished up The Last Kingdom. And may I just say, I don't even know how to put this. I cried, okay? I cried at the end. I really did. I don't know if that's the last of the seasons. I think it was the final season. But let me tell you what. It was worth every minute. And I savored it, you know, just because I have been running out of stuff. And let me just say, excellent show. If you have not picked it up on Netflix, I highly recommend it. This, really? These things are hard to do if you're not standing right over the camera. I need to get me a mirror. Let me see here. Up. Guess what? Close enough. There we go. It was so good. It was just so good. I was blown away. I really was. I was very impressed with how it turned out. It's the weekend, and then this says Weekend Adventures right under it. Okay. Now I'm going to put a big floral right over there. So that was really good. Again, The Last Kingdom. It is on Netflix. And like I said, I highly recommend. Utrecht is worth every moment. So this is liable to be a hot mess. I decided to go crazy with shapes. So I'm going to put these down ever so lightly because they may not end up looking like they do on this paper. Let's just put it that way. All right, let me pull this up. Basically what I did was I went around my circle like that. Like that. What did I do? I know y'all probably screaming at the TV. No, it's wrong. You put it upside down. You know, I do that. I have a few planners that I'm like, guys, get it together. But anywho, there. I'm trying to get it in as close as possible. So, what else have I watched? There's not been a whole heck of a lot on. Just in my opinion. I was thinking I watched something else, and I can't remember. See, that's wonky. That's not how I want it to look. This needs to go more like so. This, here we go. Better. So if you have any suggestions on anything that's fabulous on TV that you have not been able to stop binge watching, please reach out. Please leave a comment below because y'all know how much I love my TV. Like, I feel like I deserve to have my TV time because I feel like I work hard and I don't know. I just feel like I deserve it, you know. There we go. Not too bad. I think I got the foundation down pretty good. I'm trying to get it to where it's, you know, you get the point. This is going to go right here. Then I took these little baby hearts to try to make it look like a little bloom, if that makes sense. And this is probably going to have to get moved down. Just a hair. See, when you put it on this plastic paper, or this plastic guide, I should say, when you go to put it down on here, it's never quite going to be the same. It's always going to be off a little bit. We're just going to do this. There you go. So with that being said, that's why I say, you know, you do the best that you can, and that's all you can do. I think this goes here. This one goes here. Then we take all these little flowers. Oops. I know y'all heard me say oops, didn't you? And they're going to go let's see. We're going to change positions here. Just because. Just because. Put my little pink one there. And then I've got my green leaves. I love these leaves. I'll put my leaf right in there. And this needs to go. See, this is what happens when you have to move positions. It never comes out quite like it did before, which can be a super bummer, but that's okay. Because if I have to pull that sticker up, I will. Because I worked really hard on this. There we go. Okay, any other time? You know what kind of disaster that would have been. Put this. Ooh, I love it. And this is going to go down here. See, I wish it would have went. I knew this intricate design like this was going to bite me in the rear end. Boy, was I right. Just bear with me. I promise you it's going to be pretty. If I can get these back together without ripping them all to pieces. Okay, go on there. I was going to call and get my Instacart, and I won't do that when it's crazy like this outside. I don't think it's right to do that to somebody, to make them come out in this mess. I would be so ticked off if I had somebody order groceries and I had to go out in a pouring down storm. I just would not be a happy girl. I'll put it that way. We pull that off of there. And now we're going to put this right up here, like not perfect, close enough. Like I said, once you put it down, it's never going to come back out. Goodness. The way it was before. It's just not. I don't even know any other way to put it. Like, it's always going to be off. Let's see. See, I want this to go up in here. But then I want it turned just right. And I know I'm one of those people that's like, it has to be just like this. And I drive everybody bonkers. There we go. Close enough for color TV. I'm done there. No more. Put that there. That there. It's in your face. Like, seriously, in your face. Big time. And I do want to put this great big floral up here. then it might end up being a hot mess and going off the edge of the page. I think I'm going to put it like I'm thinking about it. You ought to know that was going to come up. My apologies. This is why I pre-plan. Now you all see why I pre-plan. Because you all would literally bust a remote throwing stuff at the TV. Just saying. That's going to be it right there. Because old girl gets aggravated with herself when she changes her mind more than about 20 times. Okay. I'm going to push that down really hard just so it blends better. And I may end up putting these leaves up here at the top so that they don't get all wasted. There's that. I don't think I have maybe this little tiny edge right here. Put that back down, pull this up. And I think we are good. Let's see here. Get it really, and like I said, when you use clear stickers, just mash them down as hard as you can, and that will really make them blend right into your page. So let's do a stand up. I like it. I think it's funky. You know me. It's going to be out there. I'm going to be the one to do it. See, that didn't turn out too bad. I like it. It's magical. So my little quotes say, discover your magic, dare, dream, do. Planner babe, enjoy every moment. But first coffee, plans are dreams in the making. Dream big, radiate positivity, choose to shine, be brave, create your own sunshine. You got this. Weekend adventures, celebrate the small victories. So those are all the little quotes that are on top. I did that to try to bring out a little bit of bling, make it a little bit flashy. So I hope that you like this video. Again, this is May the 2nd through the 8th this week. You can make it for any week you want. In my big vertical happy planner, and I used a big old stack of older books. I will show you once again. Going Places, glitter paint, productivity, flower power, and watercolor. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider giving me a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me this evening. Guys, you mean the world to me. I mean it. I love doing this. I love sharing. I love the comments. There's nothing about this that I don't love. And I just look forward to the next video. We can chit chat again. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.